It has came to my acknowledgement, public service announcement, public service announcement, that literally people, they don't like me. They like my energy. You know what I'm saying? And they will do anything to try to attach themselves to my energy because they try to live off my energy. They try to manifest off my energy. They try to siphon my energy, try to like capture my energy through, means of energy exchange, in all ways that you could possibly even think about it in this moment. It's like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, then you don't deserve access to my energy. And it's not even about you whether you like me or whether you don't, because I don't seek external validation, and I never will. Like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? You're already selling yourself or putting yourself out there short to the world by, even relying on external validation, because external validation can only go so far. The same validation that someone gives you can be the same insult they can give you within 2 seconds, or even a person could give you a 5 years worth of compliments, right? And then that one insult takes away all those compliments that they given you, right? So this is what I put into perspective. This is why I do not rely on a external validation. I rely on internal validation. I validate myself. I don't seek the approval of others. I seek if the approval of myself. You see what I'm saying? And it's just, that's just the way that I see it. But it's like no one deserves access to my energy. I'm not obligated to give access to my energy. I'm not obligated to even exchange a conversation or eye contact with anyone, really. Or even space. You know what I'm saying? I deserve to be able to, have space. You know what I'm saying? Have space. Be able to have space emotionally, mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying? In all facets of my life. But I'm not obligated to give anyone my energy. But for years, or even just so, like, for years, people can try to live off your energy, can try to cipher, can try to pull, can try to, you know, say things to you to try to get your action. It's just so they can try to have like some type of tethering cord to your energy and something. Like, that's why I just don't even react. Like, it's no point in like reacting to nothing that anything external goes on, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, me acknowledging it or giving any type of reaction to it is like giving my power away. I don't give away my power. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I say, like, I don't need anybody outside of me. I don't need anything outside of me, because once the moment you seek or you need something outside of yourself, it's like you're already losing. You see what I'm saying? You're most likely to try to lose yourself, and who loses themselves for anybody? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? I built the pedestal, I put myself on the pedestal, and I'm not taking myself off the pedestal because I created a pedestal. I validate myself. I don't need anyone to validate me. You see what I'm saying? I validate me, that never changed. Someone else validate me, that could change in any second. You see the difference? You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but imagine that, like, everywhere you go or wherever you be, it's always somebody trying to pull on your energy or try to siphon your energy. I mean, none of this stuff ever works. It has never worked. I mean, people have tried numerous things, but it just never works, because it's just not intended for my energy to be drained, to be siphoned, to be disrespected in any facet or any way. Like, it's not allowed. Like, that's a spiritual crime. Like, it's just not. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? And it's like people want to use you for like your thoughts, your ideas, your emotions, your feelings, your reactions. Even if it's intimate in regards to a sacred energy exchange and stuff like that. Like, people want to do that too. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you gotta look at it like, whatever it is that you want, you can give that to yourself. You don't have to go externally. That's why you don't seek love, you don't seek peace, you don't seek none of these things outside of yourself. You don't even seek fulfillment outside yourself, nor happiness. You don't seek that. It's already within you. So you just have to unlock that within you, so then you can experience within yourself. But it's not about going out in the world and searching for love. Look in the mirror. That's where the love is. The reflection in the mirror is, that's where the love is. That's where the peace is. That's where the harmony is. That's where your sanctuary is. That's where everything is that you need. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just never got the concept of seeking external validation or needing anything or anybody outside myself. Like that is already gonna like send you to the bottom of Sheol, the pits of hell. Like you're just asking to be there, basically, if you're doing all that. Like, cause no, ain't no way, it's disgusting to me, you know what I'm saying, to need external validation, you know what I'm saying. But it's like through media, through videos, through movies, through shows. Like you kind of have a choice. Don't I'm not gonna say you don't have a choice. You have a choice. But it's like it's easy to kind of get caught up in the whirlwind, feeling like, oh well, I feel validated by this or that. But it's like when you actually go through circumstances in life where all you have is nothing but you and God, you realize like, I don't need anything external to validate me. I don't need anything at all outside of me. I create the things that are outside of me because they're a reflection of like the inner world within inside of me. But other than that, it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And therefore, since I don't need external validation of others outside of me, I don't need anything outside of me. I have all that I need within. That just like very much sums up the fact that, it's only is you. It's nothing outside of you. It's just you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody outside of you is basically a reflection of you, like what's going on in your mind, how you see yourself, how you perceive yourself, or whatever the case may be. But there is also other entities that also try to like harbor and harvest your energy, but your energy allows you to be able to manifest. So you don't want to manifest F shit in your life. You see what I'm saying? So you're not wanting to manifest some in your life. You're gonna want to at least, you know what I'm saying, guard your energy, guard your attention, guard what you focus on. Where your attention goes, your energy flows, and the longer you focus on something through repetition, it starts to materialize. It starts to become from not only just an idea, from a thought, to now it's the emotion, then eventually it becomes an action and stuff like that. So that's why I don't support the whole factor of trying to like, derail somebody off their path or try to distract them or try to do all this and that and the third. Because, you don't even, when you really on like when you actually been through some things, or when you actually can see things truly for what it is through the experiences you went through, you realize you're not really looking at people, you're looking at spirits, you're looking like at entities, certain deities and stuff like that. And whether they align, they align. And if they don't align, they don't align. So it's like you're not going to want to stay around for that. You realize that spirit ain't aligning, okay, deuces, bye. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no trying to force nothing. You see what I'm saying? But ain't nobody gonna force my spirit. You see what I'm saying? I don't play those type of games. You see what I'm saying? I don't play that. So it's like, that's just what it is. A lot of people want to drain from your energy, try to siphon your energy, try to steal your energy, harvest your energy. They be trying to embody you. They be trying to like, dress like you or be like you or whatever the case may be, anything to have a tethering cord. It may pop up randomly. I don't know. They might try to reach out randomly. That's like, you know what I'm saying, to try to keep them on your mind. And it's like, how is that actually benefiting you, elevating your life? How is that getting you a house? How that's getting you a car? How that's elevating your life? How that's putting you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to get myself like out of the homeless shelter, manifest getting myself out of the homeless shelter into my own place and stuff like that. And it's like, I got tired of being there, so I made it shake on my own. I'm saying, this is without a man, this is without anybody. It's like the power of the mind. That's why you're not supposed to allow any and everybody in your space, because a lot of people be wanting to see you down and stuff like that, and they do not want to see you up. They do not want to see you elevated and stuff, because honestly, it threatens their whole existence, really. One of my eyelashes came off. But, you know, it basically threatens their literal whole existence by you being in your power. So that's why you just need to go ahead and just be in your power anyway. Be in your power for yourself. You know, do what you need to do so you can manifest the life for yourself. If you gotta leave certain people alone because you know all they gonna do is try to sabotage or mess up what you trying, your manifestations and stuff like that, then get away from them. Because when it come down to manifestations and live and yielding in the life that you actually want for yourself, you know, that's serious. That ain't no play. That's something serious. You don't want nobody playing in your face. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I just ain't with that. But I just thought I wanted to talk about that, because not everybody likes you for you. They like you for your energy. That's the reason why, even if they can blatantly, they try to hide it. But you can tell they don't like you, they hate you, they envious, or they jealous, or whatever the case may be. And it's like they just can't stand your damn existence and they want to obliterate you and stuff like that. But they try to hide it so much because they feast, they eat off your energy. Like they get fed off your energy or your negative reaction and shit like that. It's like some sick, twisted shit. But I mean, I'm telling you real shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just so you know. But yeah, you know, so I try to record this video with my makeup on, but one of my lash clusters came off. But you know what, you know, just keep that in mind. Not everybody likes you for you. They like you for your energy or for your money or for your house or for your car or for this. You know, they like you for what value you bring to them, not what value they add to your life though. Like, do they truly support you? No. Do they truly like you? No. Do they truly really try to, you know what I'm saying, be there for you? No. So it's like, you know, but yeah, not everybody. And it's like, you know, it's like people even try to like insult you as a means of trying to stay attached to you as well, because it's like, you know, if I'm telling you your life source energy is like very much tied to your root chakra, very much tied to your like sacral, your creativity, your root chakra, your survival, like, you know what I'm saying? Those areas ain't nothing to play with. So it's like, if you want to play with those areas of you, you're not gonna also play with like being with a whole bunch of people and stuff like that. Quantity ain't got nothing over on quality. You know what I'm saying? And the best quality ain't even another person. It's myself and God. And that's just all I could really say on that. But you know what? I am tired of being in front of this camera, but really this light, because it's very bright. And yeah, I'm out, y'all. Bye. I just wanted to talk on that though. And I'm recording this video also so I could go back and watch it myself. Could learn me a thing or two to remember as well. So bye.